Good morning, all. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic from our second chapter, parallel lines, which is nothing but uh, matching angles. Okay, matching angles. Matching angles. So what do you mean by matching angles? Matching angles means equal angles. Okay, so let me draw two parallel lines. Two parallel lines. So I'm going to draw a parallel lines right here and also a line right here which form parallel, right? Which never meet at any point and the distance between them are equal everywhere. So these two lines are parallel. Okay, so let me draw another line, and another line, a green line. Okay, you can see green line right here and also a line right here. So there is two parallel lines. Okay, first one is green line and a black lines. Okay, so there are so many angles formed right there. So let us check that the angle formed here. So these two angles are opposite angles, right? We have already discussed it in our first chapter, opposite angle. What do you mean by opposite angle? Okay, so now here we are going to discuss about corresponding angles, adjacent angles, and alternate angles. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to discuss about corresponding angles. So here, if the angle right here is 40 degree, then the angle formed here is also 40 degree. Okay, so which is said to be corresponding angles. Okay, so ഈ ഒരു ആംഗിളിനെ നമ്മൾ എന്താ പറയുന്നത് corresponding angles എന്നാണ് വിളിക്കുക കേട്ടോ. സോ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ലെറ്റർ കൊടുക്കുക അല്ലെ. സോ എ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ലെറ്റർ ഞാൻ യൂസ് ചെയ്തു, എ. സോ വിച്ച് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ എ. ഓക്കെ, ആംഗിൾ എ. ഓക്കെ, സോ എ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആംഗിൾ എ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആംഗിളിനെ നമ്മൾ എന്താ വിളിക്കുന്നത്, വിച്ച് ഈസ് സെറ്റ് ടു ബി കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് ആംഗിൾസ്. ഓക്കെ, കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് angles. Okay, corresponding angles. And also here we can see another angle right here. Okay, right here. Okay, corresponding angles എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായിട്ടുണ്ട് അല്ലേ. So ഇനി let me talk about alternate angle. What do you mean by alternate angle? So here A and I'm going to take an angle right here which is also equal to A. So these two angles are equal. So angle A and here is also angle A. So that is these two angles are equal. Okay, so these two angles are equal right here. So which is said to be alternate angles. Okay, alternate angles. So if it is 30 degree, which is also 30 degree. Okay, so which is said to be alternate angles. So angle A, this one is said to be alternate angles. Okay, alternate angles. Alternate angles. Then what do you mean by adjacent angles? Suppose A is an angle and here another angle. So these two angles forms adjacent angles. Okay, so ഇതിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണ് എന്ത്, adjacent angles. Okay, so let me mark it as like this, adjacent angles. A and let me name it as C. So A and C. So here A and C are adjacent angles. Okay, adjacent angles. So A and C are adjacent angles right here. So എന്താണ് corresponding angles? Which are the corresponding angles right here? So let me show the corresponding angles. So let me show the corresponding angles right here. So these are the corresponding angles. So this one and this one are corresponding angles, and here the alternate angle is nothing but, and this angle and this angle is alternate angle. Okay, alternate angle. And what do you mean by adjacent angles? This one and this one, which will form an adjacent angles. Okay, so we discussed about the corresponding angles, alternate angles, and adjacent angles. So you got what do you mean by these of three angles? Okay, how we can identify corresponding angles, alternate angles, and adjacent angles. Okay, so it will discuss in our class detail. Okay, so all of you write its note in your notebook.